Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. This year, Hallmark's Loveuary is showcasing Jane Austen-inspired films, such as Reina Hardy's Paging Mr. Darcy. Starring Will Kemp and Mallory Jansen, this film opens the month-long celebration. This Loveuary film marks screenwriter Reina Hardy's debut for the Hallmark Network. Hardy has kindly responded to inquiries concerning Reina's theatrical experience, Jane Austen, and Paging Mr. Darcy. The Hallmark screenwriter Reina Hardy's exclusive interview with TV show's Ace can be seen here. Not only is this your first Hallmark film, but this is also your first motion picture, Reina. This is amazing. Could you explain how this came about? In reality, I had developed the concept for a tiny rom-com production business. Regretfully, or maybe happily, my connection with that firm soured, and I left, a very tough choice at the time. However, my manager was free to present the idea to Hallmark, who is unquestionably the industry leader in this field, given I was under no contractual obligation to them and they had not paid me anything. Since I already had a reasonably thorough outline, I enhanced it with a slideshow to create a live pitch, which is essentially a brief presentation that tells the executives about the mental movie. They signed me to write the entire script since they liked it and decided to purchase it. My third time pitching and my first sale. You are an award-winning playwright. How does your skill at writing plays translate into writing a Hallmark screenplay? So, all the skills of structure, character, etc. that I've acquired as a playwright are transferable to all movies and television, and I really do recommend that anyone interested in writing scripts at least experiment with theater because it allows you to get immediate nightly live feedback from an audience and you'll learn a ton about what works. But beyond the general TV/movie skills, Hallmark movies in particular are very dialogue-driven, and I'm used to letting dialogue do my heavy lifting in terms of exposition, character development, moving the plot along, etc. In a small romance movie, you're generally working with limited locations and fewer cast members compared to, say, an action flick, but it still feels luxurious and abundant compared to theater, where a lot of producers want single-set plays with 3 to 4 actors. Honestly, I hardly know what to do with myself. You hit the jackpot with the pairing of Mallory Jansen and Will Kemp. The preview scene where Eloise and Sam banter on how she is not some simpering female charmed by his Darcy cosplay is fantastic. Can you talk about this pairing? Or working with Will and Mallory? Oh my gosh, they are absolutely delicious. I didn't get to work with them directly as I wasn't on set, but as soon as I saw the rough cuts I was in love with their chemistry. They are both talented and charming in the extreme, and they seem to be having so much fun together. I've been a fan of Mallory's since Gallivant. I'm a musical theater person so I couldn't miss that, but I am now a newly minded Kemper. Tell us a bit about Professor Eloise Cavendish. She appears to be more scholarly minded, focusing on the monetary aspects of Jane Austen's world, and not the fluffier romantic drama. She seems to see the characters like Moll Flanders. Everything is a financial transaction. I don't want to accidentally give spoilers, so I'll skip this one. Next, we have Sam Lee, the Mr. Darcy of this Jane Austen event. Based on the promos, he seems to enjoy the attention he gets playing the popular Austen character. What was it like crafting your own take on this iconic character? I suspect we will see some layers with his character and perhaps a stunning revelation. This one seems even more potentially spoiler-inducing, so I'll skip it too. I will say that it was awfully fun to play to references to these iconic characters without actually adapting them. Jane Austen fans will definitely spot nods to more than one of her novels. Dancing is such a big part of Jane Austen's work, literally and metaphorically. How does the professor's inclination to not dance play into her transformation in this movie? She's holding back. She doesn't want to admit that she wants the romantic heroine role for herself because she doesn't think she can handle the scrutiny. I'm actually planning my wedding right now, so I really identify with that reluctance to be the center of attention. And what about having actor and dancer extraordinaire Will Kemp gracefully move about the dance floor? He is a fan favorite and Kempers, his fan base, are so excited about this movie they should be. I think his charisma and vulnerability really come through in this role. Plus, the outfit is a look on him. Reina, were you able to go to Canada when they filmed Paging Mr. Darcy? If so, what was this experience like? Any anecdotes you care to share? Regretfully, no, but during my research for the script, I did go to a Jane Austen conference, and that was held in Canada. I had a great time and got to know a lot of fascinating folks. They truly nailed the atmosphere. I must say, your plays usually contain magic and sometimes contain science, according to your biography. Is Mr. Darcy going to have any? Only to the extent that romance is a synthesis of science and magic. Would you mind sharing your all-time favorite Jane Austen book or quotation? Or maybe your preferred read-aloud version of one of her books? Oh my goodness, I do get why Persuasion is always a favorite, but I do have a special place in my heart for P and Amp Wink with tongue sticking out when I first read, alas. Using all of her logic, she concluded that 8 years might be a little more than nothing for retentive feelings. I was thrown back approximately 5 feet by it. Why, in your opinion, does Jane Austen still have an impact on society 200 years later? The character's uncomfortably realistic appearance, humor, and attention to detail. I don't know whether anyone has ever approached the topic with such objectivity, and emotional impact. I wish she had more time to write because each of her novels is enjoyable to read. Do you have any words of wisdom for the viewers of Hallmark's Paging Mr. Darcy, Reina? It's cliché to say, thank you for watching, but honestly, I sincerely appreciate each and every person who views anything I post. I appreciate the opportunity to touch the emotions of an audience, and I simply wanted to say thank you for that. Are you planning anything special for Mr. Darcy's debut in Paging Mr. Darcy? Indeed. With some pals, I'm hosting a watch party to celebrate the live premiere of the show. We'll grab some wine and maybe some snacks from Hallmark. Is mentioning that we're playing a drinking game too scandalous? Don't miss the Hallmark Channel debut of Reina Hardy's debut film, Paging Mr. Darcy, which airs on Saturday, February 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern.